Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for the first. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One play 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Swift going to try up the middle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts completing this one quickly. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Seahawks sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Gino down to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their lap. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Third down and 6. Hurts. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 68 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Second down and a little more than a yard here. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On 2nd down, Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in the proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. And Hurts going to move him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
first and 10, it's Hurts. Now he's forced out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, almost the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Past the 20. 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, you go to the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now,
he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Draymond Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd down, here's Walker trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. the option to give to Swift here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run the option on second down.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going quickly out to the right side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he can.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here we go.
A give for Walker running right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.